Good day, everyone. My name is Aalana, and I am currently the Student State Career Association President for the JAG-K program. I enrolled in JAG in January 2019, and in a flash, we started to prepare for the Regional Career Development Conference, where I competed in Mapping My Future. I then moved on to the states level and remained triumphant. My goal, however, was not set on first place. My goal was to qualify for a position so I could go to Washington, D.C. because I knew it was a great opportunity. Even though I was in a qualifying position, at the end of the day, I had learned that Mapping My Future does not have a national level, which meant that I wouldn't get to go to Washington, D.C. I was heartbroken. But then I thought to myself, it's okay. You've worked hard. You've worked very hard. So celebrate the hard work you have put through. I say this because whenever the results come out, not everyone will get the results they expected. Some will triumph while others won't. But don't feel disappointed because the feeling of being disappointed is like a sponge. It will absorb the juice of celebration or pride. It will absorb your hard work and leave you empty. Don't allow disappointment to leave you vacant. Remember how much time you set aside to work on your competition piece. Recall what you have learned along the way. Be proud of yourself because you have come thus far, not just by faith, but by believing in yourself, by being persistent, by being confident, and even if you were nervous, you still pulled through. Now that's something to celebrate. Can I hear that? I know we say this a lot, but don't forget that you are all winners of winners. Congratulations to all the state participants. I am so proud of you because I know this was a hard road to travel. And to everyone who have overall competed in the Career Development Conference, I'm proud of you too, because I know it took a bit of self-recommendation to actually compete against others and for you to just put yourself out there and say, yes, I'm going to try. I am super proud of you. Search yourself. Your effort has enabled you to not leave this competition empty-handed. You left with something. You left with what you have learned along the way, and that is very important. You all have. Be it something as simple as, I need to work on my deliverance. I need to be more articulate when I speak, or I need to work on my organization. You all have learned something, and this is why in your future endeavors, I encourage you to try. With one foot in front of the other, just simply trying will enable you to gain so much. And don't fear failure. I believe that fearing, not failing, is the barrier that sets you aside from your success. Because here's the thing. This is success and this is you. The space between you and success is tightly compacted with different obstacles, and failure is one of them. But this is one that can be overcome. Whereas if you fear to step into the space between because of aticophobia, in other words, fear of failing, you're the only one stopping yourself because that fear comes from you. Therefore, I dare you to step in the space between. But when you step in the space between, I want you to step in it with confidence because as Marcus Messiah Garvey once said, with confidence, you have won before you started. But without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life. I said this because in the space between, there will be people who won't support you, and you have to be your own strong arm of support. But don't fear that. Don't allow your obstacles to stop you from succeeding. Take them on like you take on an obstacle course when you were a toddler. I know you fell. I know you fell a lot, and I know you fell hard because I did too. But you never stopped. You got up, brush yourself off, maybe cried to your mama. But after that, you were the same child climbing that monkey bar because you wanted to have fun. This is the way you should approach such obstacles. And if you fall, I want you to get back up each time and try harder. Stay committed. Be enthusiastic about your goal. Be persistent. Come on, never give up. Don't fear failing. And if you do fail along the way, that doesn't mean you have ultimately failed. It means that you have fought, that you were adamant about your goal, and that you should choose to improve in order to lift yourself higher. Use your failure as a stepping stool towards success. And if one way doesn't work, pave another way. Make use of the opportunities that are around you. I never went to Washington, D.C. through the career development competitions. I went another way. I made use of the opportunities that were in front of me. And that opportunity was to run for state president. At first, it felt like a hard challenge that was almost not feasible. I was kind of scared because a lot of people were running for the position. And even though I was confident, I was not 100% confident. But I faked it till I made it, and I did make it indeed. The National Leadership Academy was a life-changing experience. I got the chance to improve my leadership skills, communication skills, and I also got the chance to better cope with others in groups. It was a great opportunity, and I am forever grateful for that. Today, I have an anecdote to share with you because the lesson behind it is highly significant. So I want you to listen and listen keenly. One day I was in JAG doing academic remediation, which means we could work on any assignment that we have for other classes that are incomplete or missing. And that day I was working on my government assignment. I opened my computer and as soon as I read through the questions, I said, no, I'm not doing this. I don't understand what this work is saying, so I'm not doing it at all. And I remember having a substitute teacher that day, and I guess he had overheard me saying that, and he offered to help me with the questions. So he took my computer, went through the questions, and then he turned to me and asked me those very same questions. And I was able to first think through it and answer each and every one of them correctly. And I was there hyping myself up and everything. But then the sub turned to me and said something that has resonated with me even to this day. Do you want to know what he said? He said, it was not a matter of you not understanding the work. It was a matter of you not wanting to do it because it challenges you. Sometimes in life, we tend to be that person who immediately stops trying when something challenges us. If you know how to do something, don't let the fact that it challenges you stop you from doing it. And even if you don't know how to do it, go ahead and ask for some help, because there is no harm in someone helping you. And when I say this, I want you to repeat it after me. I can and I will. Come on, say it with me. I can and I will. I want you to open up to that challenge that's knocking on your door. You've been inside and the challenge has been knocking and knocking and knocking, and you refuse to open up. But today, I encourage you to unbolt those knobs and invite the challenge inside with open arms, because you can and you will. And standing behind your challenge, you will find its greatest companion, and that friend is called success. Candidates of the JAG-K program, I want you to fail. Fearlessly step into the space between. Adamantly yearn your goal. Improve where necessary and lift yourself higher, because you can and you will. We are a program that enhances a successful future. We are JAG-K Strong. This is Aalana Samuels, and that's my final farewell.